This absolutely changes everything for the Los Angeles Lakers, as in shocking news, Jeanie Buss has sold the majority stake of the Lakers, and the person he sold it to truly changes everything for this team. And to break down exactly what this means, as this has monumental implications on the Lakers, on their future spending, on everything. This is crazy, and it has sent the NBA universe just shockwaves to the NBA universe. We're going to dive into all of that and discuss what it means for everything. But before we get to it, quick reminder, hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the daily Lakers content, make sure to hit it. About 86% of you who are watching right now aren't subscribed. You guys have been beasts. Okechi, this is crazy. Out of nowhere, Jeanie Buss, let's just dive right into it. A Shams bomb here breaking. The Buss family is entering an agreement to sell the majority ownership stake of the Los Angeles Lakers to Mark Walter, the CEO and chairman of diversified holding company TWG Global. Sources tell ESPN Jeanie Buss will continue to serve in her role as governor. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Mark Walters, he is an owner, a part owner in the Dodgers as well, and we'll dive into what that means. They've been spending like crazy. This is fantastic news for a variety of reasons, but Okechi, what seemingly came out of nowhere, just an absolutely massive move. And what a crazy last year for the Lakers. You get Luka Doncic, and now you make a move that truly changes everything in the way that this team is going to be looked at, and their spending, which we'll dive into in this video as well.
I mean, just first and foremost, just like you were talking about how shocking it was because we didn't see this coming because the Buss family has held on to the Lakers for quite decades now. As I think it was Jerry Buss who owned the Lakers up in the 60s, was it? And then now up until where the kids just sold the franchise. So it's just incredible for that to happen first and foremost, and to sell it to the majority order of the Dodgers is just incredible because he is a big spender. So that is good news for the Los Angeles Lakers and what's to come. So things like the luxury tax is not really going to be an issue down the line because he is not going to be worried about that. So that is very good news for the Lakers. But yeah, it is very shocking to see the Buss family sell. And Jeannie is still going to be, looks like, acting as doing some of like the figurehead parts, making appearances and doing all those things that you need to as governor. But as far as the decision making goes and the final decision making goes, that is going to go to the new owner, which is very exciting news for us Laker fans.
Yeah, this is massive. And you go back through here, you can see Shams with some more insight. Walter has been a minority stakeholder in the Lakers since 2021, in case you didn't know that, and his interest in multiple professional sports organizations, the Dodgers, Los Angeles Sparks, like he is very familiar with this space, and he is not afraid to spend money, which is something that, to the degree that Walter is going to be able to, can't say the same for Jeanie Buss and the Buss family. Of course, they're not a mammoth tech company or something like that. Jerry Buss, like you mentioned, bought the Lakers from way back in 1979 for $67.5 million. So a very good turnaround there for their money, and of course inflation, all these crazy things. But again, in case you're wondering about Walter a little bit, so he owns, now this of course is before he just bought the Lakers. So prior to this, he owned 20% of the Lakers men's basketball team, and in 2021 he teamed up to buy it, and about 20%. Now, of course, he owns majority. But Okechi, this is big. And Anthony Irwin came out here and he said, this sale has been in the works for years. The Buss family gets a huge payout, and the Lakers are now equipped with the incredibly deep pockets that have made the Dodgers into the juggernaut they are. This is truly a monumentous day for the entire NBA landscape. Now, what it means for the spending, again, not that Jeanie Buss wouldn't spend necessarily, but this is next level. You look at what the Dodgers are doing. I mean, giving Shohei Ohtani $700 million, deferred contracts, all these different things. They truly, I mean, they pay everybody. They truly don't care about that. And maybe now that apron, that second apron won't matter. Things like that, paying players more. Players will want to come here more because they know they're going to get paid the maximum amount of money. Is he going to come in and just spend so much money like we've never seen before? I'm not entirely sure that's the case. But what we do know is that he's going to be as aggressive as any owner. And we've seen it with the Dodgers. The Dodgers are truly one of one in, I mean, sports industry, but in the MLB especially, they spend a lot more money than everybody else. And guess what? As a result, they get a lot more players than everyone else. And the way that this, affects the Lakers, they're already a really highly sought after destination, but now having the backing of, billionaire and just being able to spend that much money, I think it's going to have a much bigger impact than a lot of people may think, especially non-Lakers fans or even if you're unfamiliar with the way things go and kind of Jeanie Buss, because they've been around for so long, within the family.
Well, I mean, because like the big difference to note is because he is a tech millionaire, so he has money from other that he can come from. With the Lakers and the Buss family, all of their money came from the
Yep.
Lakers. So they really couldn't spend above their needs because if the Lakers failed, that means they failed like as a business. So for them to sort of get money off the Lakers and do whatever they need to do, and then now you have the backing of a billionaire, so you're not afraid to dip in. The rules and restrictions are probably going to restrict the Lakers to spend too much money because with the second apron, you don't want to lose draft picks and stuff like that. But you want to make sure that the Lakers are going after the best deals possible. And now having Luka Doncic for hypothetically the next 6 to 7 years or something like that, then the Lakers could build a team around him. And then now we don't have to use that excuse. It's like, oh, we have to dip in the luxury tax or here and that. Now it's just like, okay, now we can try to build that best team possible. So this can probably empower even guys like Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick even more now that you have the backing of an ownership that has the money to supply the players that you need around to make that championship roster.
Yeah, and of course, in baseball, there's no salary cap or things like that. In basketball, there is. But that being said, you mentioned it. They can now just similar, kind of almost the opposite of what's happening with the Celtics, where they have new ownership. Now they're having to trade off some of their players like Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, get under that luxury tax. The Lakers can do whatever they want. And it's a very good point you made about the Buss family. Like they were a business in the sense of their bottom line, their kids, their job relied on this team being, financially successful. For Mark Walters, I mean, that is also, it's always going to be the case to make money, but they have so much money. It's backed by so many different companies, by so many different people. He can go ahead and do what's best to make the team win, not thinking about and not necessarily having to pocket watch. And again, it's not like this is a brand new guy coming in. He's been a part 20%, one fifth, a fifth owner in the Lakers for the past while up until now. Again, he's part owner of the Dodgers as well. You think about, the WNBA team, the Los Angeles Sparks. He has been around this space for a while, and I can't think of a better owner to have come in. Someone who's already been a part of the team, already been a part of the space, and most importantly, someone who's willing to pay a lot of money. Now, there's some people who, didn't like Jeannie Buss and thought she was a bad owner. Whatever side of, that spectrum you're on, it's up to you. I think she did fine overall. That being said, though, I think just in general, I'm very happy with this move, and I think it's a very, very good step in the right direction. It's something that had to be done. And again, Jeannie Buss is still going to be part of the team, of course, serving as a role as governor, but she will no longer be the decision maker, which I think ultimately, I think that is better to have someone else as a decision maker, especially with the pockets that they have.
And then you also still have Genie Bus to do the things that really, I think, makes her special around the Laker organization. So things like those retirement ceremonies and stuff like that the Lakers do, they do a whole bunch of stuff within the community, and that's where Genie Bus can definitely let her hand to. But as far as the basketball decisions go, it's going to go to this new guy, and with that money and that backing, it's really going to make a difference because the Lakers these past couple of seasons, we're finding areas to sort of cut costs in some places. This is why we didn't pay guys like Caruso. This is why we didn't pay guys like KCP when he was traded out. So like this is now not a reason anymore, and now the Lakers are going to be able to be empowered more to spend and get the best possible players they need to on this roster.
Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. Truly historic day, and moves are to come, folks. Free agency is about to open up. Keep you up to date with everything Lakers related. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.